The film opens in 1989, where Mike O'Donnell is the star basketball player at Hayden High. A college scout is coming to watch him that night, and the scholarship is essentially his. Before the team photo is taken, Mike insists on waiting for Ned, the water boy, and his best friend, who arrives dressed as a wizard and immediately gets a wedgie from the other players. Mike is the only one who does not laugh. Then the game starts, and Mike is not in his head. His girlfriend Scarlett has just told him she is pregnant. He stands on the court dribbling the ball while everyone waits. He watches Scarlett start to leave. He throws the ball over his shoulder, to the horror of his coach and the scout, and runs after her. He tells her the baby is his future. She pushes back. He kisses her. The conversation is over. Flash forward to the present. Mike is living at the house of Ned, who is now a billionaire. Mike's marriage to Scarlett has broken down and she has thrown him out. His son Alex and daughter Maggie barely want to spend time with him. His one reason for optimism is a big promotion at the pharmaceutical company, where he has worked for 16 years. He goes to the meeting. The promotion goes to an attractive colleague who has been there 2 months. Mike yanks his boss Dean's Bluetooth earpiece off his ear and smashes it against the wall. He is either fired or he has quit. He ends up in a cardboard box either way. He drives to Hayden High and walks the empty basketball court. He looks at the 1989 team photo in the trophy cabinet. The school janitor finds him there and tells him that people like Mike come back and live in the past because they could not make the present work. Mike asks if he could have a do-over. The janitor smiles. Mike's daughter Maggie appears with friends, and the janitor has vanished. Mike takes Maggie and Alex for ice cream. It goes exactly as badly as these things go when a parent is trying too hard. Maggie has earphones in that are not actually plugged in. Alex plays video games. He drops them home and watches Scarlett in the backyard feeding his belongings into a wood chipper. Their divorce is not finalized, but she is already closing the chapter. She tells him she is tired of hearing how his life could have been different. He tells her he is disappointed with everything. She tells him they are no longer holding each other back. Her friend Naomi is there being unhelpful. Mike walks out into the rain. Driving across a bridge in the rain, his car radio starts jumping stations. He sees a man on the railing of the bridge about to jump. He stops and shouts. The man turns. It is the janitor from the school, smiling. A truck passes, and when it is gone, the janitor is not on the railing. Mike goes to the edge and looks down into the water. He sees a whirlpool and a younger version of himself reaching up. He falls in. He arrives at Ned's house soaked and covered in mud, gets into the shower, and screams. He is 17 again. Or rather, he looks 17 again. His adult mind is entirely intact. Ned comes in swinging a battle axe and they fight with lightsabers until Mike can prove who he is with enough shared memories. Ned drops the lightsaber frame onto Mike's head, knocking him out, and then they sit down and try to work out what happened. Ned concludes it is spirit god transformation magic. Mike concludes the janitor is his spirit guide and he needs to go back to school. Ned, who initially refuses to be involved, ends up enrolling Mike as a new student named Mark Gold, his nephew, and accompanies him to meet the principal, Jane Masterson. Ned falls instantly and completely in love with Jane. Mike is accepted thanks to Ned's fabricated documents. The next day, Mark arrives in a flashy car wearing actual clothes rather than the Kevin Federline outfit he turned up in the first day. The school notices. In class, he gets a call from Scarlett. He is late for the divorce hearing. He tries to lie and claim he is out of the country while cheerleaders perform behind him. At the hearing, Scarlett's lawyer pushes for full custody. Mike says he is closer to his kids than it appears and asks to reschedule. The judge allows it. In gym class, Mike still has his basketball skills. Coach Murphy, 20 years older but still there, watches and tells him to come to tryouts. In the bathroom afterward, Mike finds Alex duct taped to a toilet seat, courtesy of the basketball team. Mike introduces himself as Mark and helps Alex off the seat through considerable discomfort. He tells Alex they should watch out for each other. Alex has noticed a girl named Nicole, the head cheerleader, and cannot speak in her presence. He is not popular and the basketball team, led by a bully named Stan, treats him as something to push around. Stan is also Maggie's boyfriend, which bothers Mike enormously. When Stan pushes Alex around in the cafeteria, Mike stands up for him, publicly humiliates Stan with a speech about bullying, and shows off his basketball skills to the delight of the entire school. Mike has worked out his purpose. The janitor sent him back to help his own kids. He starts training Alex for basketball and quietly works at keeping Maggie away from Stan, while Ned pursues Principal Jane with impressive persistence and almost zero social skill. In Scarlett's garden one afternoon, Mike slips and calls her by her old nickname, Scar, and she notices but does not fully register it. He volunteers to help her with the garden project she has been planning. He trains with Alex. He helps Scarlett design the garden. He tries to sit in a class where the teacher is discussing abstinence and makes an impassioned speech about waiting for the right person, causing the other students to momentarily hand back their complimentary cups before Stan grabs more. The class ends with Mike launching himself at Stan over a forcible kiss on Maggie. The fight is filmed on phones and circulates the school. Ned shows up to the principal's office dressed to make an impression and accomplishes nothing except giving Jane another reason to turn him down. Mike teaches Alex to ask Nicole out and asks Scarlett to teach him to dance since she has a date. They dance well together in her living room. He asks whether she and her husband will ever get back together. She says no. Her date arrives. It is Dean, Mike's former boss. Mike tries to talk her out of it and fails. Stan rolls by to take Maggie to a party. Mike brings Alex and goes too. At the party, at a bowling alley, Mike pushes Alex toward Nicole. Alex starts talking to her, gets too close to a candle, and his trouser leg catches fire. Mike finds Maggie and sits with her. She tells him she and Stan are going to move in together after graduation. She will attend community college to stay near him while he works at a home improvement store. Mike tells her she is going to Georgetown. She walks off. The basketball game is won when Mike passes to Alex rather than Stan in the final seconds. Alex scores, Hayden wins, and Nicole congratulates him. Maggie later breaks down. Stan ended things because she refused to sleep with him. Mike consoles her with fatherly words. She misreads the situation and tries to kiss him. He sidesteps, invites her to the party he is throwing at Ned's place, and escapes. At the party, Alex and Nicole finally connect properly. Ned takes Jane to a fancy restaurant and attempts refinement, which fails. He confesses he is a complete nerd. She quotes Lord of the Rings back at him, and they book the evening. Back at the party, Scarlett shows up looking for Alex. Mike tells her Alex has a girlfriend and shows her. She is genuinely moved and thanks Mike for being a good influence on her son. In the warmth of the moment, Mike kisses her. Scarlett slaps him and storms off. He follows and tells her he is not Mark. He is her husband, the father of her son and daughter. That goes even worse. Maggie is watching and slaps him too, followed by her 3 friends. Ned is informed by Jane that this is why she does not date students' parents. The next morning, Ned drives Mike to the divorce hearing using a police siren. Ned charges into the courtroom pretending to be a lawyer. The judge has him removed. Mike shouts that he has a letter from Mike O'Donnell. Scarlett asks to hear it. He reads aloud. He talks about the day he met her, how much he loves her, how sorry he is for blaming her for choices he made himself. He says he does not want the divorce, but he loves her and wants her to be free. Scarlett listens through tears. The judge orders Mike out of the room. He leaves the paper behind and goes. Scarlett goes to read it and finds only written directions. Directions to something she now understands. The film loops back to its beginning. Coach Murphy is telling Mike a scout is coming to the game. The team photo is taken. The game is about to start. Scarlett and Maggie walk in. Maggie tells her mother she has decided on Georgetown. Ned tells Jane he wants to be friends, and they begin speaking Elvish to each other. Mike makes the same shooting gesture for Scarlett that he made at the beginning. She gets up and walks toward the exit. The whole situation is identical. The court, the scout, the coach, the crowd. Mike hands the ball to Alex and runs. He chases Scarlett to the door. She opens it and asks if it is him. He is himself again. His adult self, her husband. He tells her he loves her and wants to come home. She believes him. She kisses him. Back on the court, Alex scores and Hayden wins. Mike and Scarlett leave together. During the credits, it is revealed that Ned and Jane are together. Coach Murphy has retired and Mike has taken his position. Ned gives him a new whistle.